Order filled.
Hi everyone, Robert here. This is the second week of me trading my evaluation accounts with Apex. Today I started trading them, but I encountered a problem. It was a problem created by me, or more of an error, not a problem per se. But the first trade I took was not copied between the two evaluations that I have. So this first trade was a short with the bearish open, based on the bearish open during New York, and we backtested the New York view up and the previous day value high. So I tried to take this trade to the previous day equilibrium level, and it was a winner. But from the
Order
second
filled.
trade onwards,
Order
I
placed. Order
realized that the
canceled.
trades were
Order
not
filled.
copied
Order
between
placed.
each other. So I started copying the two accounts. So here we moved much lower after we rejected from the New York VWAP. And I entered a short because we backtested the ATMA, and this is a
Order
initiative trade,
placed.
an aggressive
Order
trade
filled.
based on trend continuation. As you can see
Order
here,
filled.
the
Order
initiative
placed.
sellers tried to push it lower, but I got stopped out because I choked the first trade. Here I entered again, and I was trying to get a 10 points move towards the daily low, and let's see
Order
what
canceled.
uh, was the result of this trade.
Order placed. Order filled.
I also got choked
Order
here.
filled.
You saw
Order
that I
placed.
was $90 in profit, but I wasn't quick enough or
Order
decisive enough to
canceled.
capitalize on my intention to grab the 90 bucks and be out of the trade. But this is how it goes in trading. Sometimes you make the right decision, sometimes you're too slow. Um, this trade was the same idea because I wasn't invalidated. We didn't make a new high. But what you have to take into account here is that we spent enough time here
Order
at the
placed.
ATMA, and we also were bouncing from the previous day value area low. So based on
Order
the
filled. Order
rotational
placed.
idea of my trading style, a 30-minute
Order
close
filled. Order
inside
placed.
previous day value area uh, increases the chances of rotation. So we were more likely to see the previous day value area high test, and I didn't realize that in the moment. So I was still wanting to see the previous day value area low level tapped to the tick, but on my higher time frame charts, the 30-minute for example, I use a tick 4, and that chart was um, where the NQ hit the previous day value low, but here on the 1 minute, one tick chart, it didn't manage to hit the level. But this, as we will see later in the video, was the low of the day, and we did not make a lower low from this point onwards. I was pretty confident this trade. That's why I tripled my position size. But unfortunately, I lost this trade,
Order
and
canceled.
my daily drawdown max
Order
limit loss
filled.
was hit on the second copied account that
Order
didn't have
placed.
the initial $200 win. So that
Order
account
canceled.
instantaneously got uh, liquidated,
Order canceled.
auto liquidated for the day. So my rules state that
Order
if I lose
filled.
$400 in a day, I won't be able to trade for the rest of the day. So that's what I did. So the rest of the trades that you're seeing at
Order
from this point
placed.
onwards are from the first copied account that still had a $200 wiggle room left inside. So yeah. Here I try to take a short from the New York view up in confluence with the previous day point of control and the 24 EMA. Um, the reasoning is the same. I still was looking for lower,
Order
but at this
filled.
point you can see that this is the second trade that I
Order
get
filled.
stopped out based on the same trading idea. So I should start seeing that this is not going to work and should switch bias soon. Yeah, from what you can see here, I started changing my bias and started going long because I was expecting to see higher. I added another contract in this trade and wanted to take it towards the VWAP, but we were hitting resistance at the previous day equilibrium and I didn't see delta responding in the manner that I wanted to see it, so more buying pressure towards the upside. So I just closed it for a small profit. I think it was $100. I entered again here because the same trading idea was not invalidated. As you can see, I put the stop loss immediately to entry, and I was just trying to grab $50 from this trade and be out.
Order placed. Order placed. Order cancelled. Order cancelled.
And I managed to close it for, I think $60, if I'm not mistaken. I switched bias long now, so I was still expecting the rotation towards previous day value high, so I entered the 3 contract limit long here on the overnight low in confluence with the EMAs and the New York VWAP. It's going to take a while until I'm going to get filled. Now I got filled. I don't want to see more downwards pressure. I want to see the move happening soon. So as soon as I enter, I want to see a reaction, or else I'm out of the trade. I tried moving the stop loss in profit for $240, but the price moved below and my stop loss was invalidated. So I wasn't quick enough. Here I'm starting to regret entering this trade. I tried exiting the trade, but using the DOM, and I placed a buy limit order instead, and I added a contract instead of exiting 3. So at this point, I just want to be out of this trade because I didn't get the reaction that I was looking for in the beginning. So let's see how this trade ended.
Order placed.
So I managed to place the stop loss, but as you can see, it was a 3 contract stop loss instead of a 4 contract stop loss, and I got executed on 3 contracts, and the remaining 1 contract was an open position. And now with the selling pressure moving lower, I decided to exit for loss. Moving on to the next trade, seeing as we are still trying to close 1 minute candle closes above the New York VWAP, I thought that the trading idea was still not invalidated because we were keeping the 1 minute lows, prior lows intact. So in this idea, I decided that this was a good enough trade to risk sort of a one-to-one trade in this position. You can also see in the lower part of the chart that the CVD is struggling to find selling pressure, and as a result I decided to add to this position. And right now I'm just waiting for the buying pressure to pick up because the selling pressure kind of disappeared from this move. And sorry about that. I was just trying to say that I was expecting a move higher here.
Order cancelled. Order cancelled. Order cancelled.
So I locked in $270 on this trade. That was a quick scalp.
Order placed.
Moving on to the next one.
Order placed.
As you can see, this is how the chart is looking after approximately, I would say, 15-20 minutes. The move did get close to the New York view up. It was a good trade, but I just wanted to um, close the trade and have some realized profits. But the trading idea was good nonetheless. I tried entering a long once more at the same area in the same zone. We were building a demand zone here. I believe my stop loss should have been placed here or under the middle low, because that's where the trading idea is invalidated. But I figured if we find the selling pressure to go there, the distance towards the previous low is not that high, so I might as well just use that one, even though the correct one was the lower low from before.
Order cancelled.
Because it was taking such a long time, I decided to exit the trade at break even, choking the trade. And right here you can see me not respecting my rules anymore and increasing the contract size quite a lot, not following my risk management plan. Um, but the volatility was really low, so I wasn't expecting to get wicked or uh, blow the account in this trading environment, because the volume is quite low. Yesterday was a bank holiday. Today we didn't have any news events, so there wasn't enough volume in the market for me to see a big wick in either direction. The trade play out here, and I managed to close it for a nice profit. And this is the last trade that I took today. The New York Open retest, after we spent some time without trading uh, around the level or touching the level, is a statistic that I've been keeping, and it's a great trade. Usually we don't get such a high wick through the level, so I decided to not risk the profits that I had for the day and put my stop relatively close. But yeah, I could have used the higher stop loss for this trade. I didn't though. And let's see how this played out. I was one tick away from getting stopped out in this trade, so a bit risky. Again, not following my risk management plans, but this was a trade that I was more confident in compared to the rest. As you can see, we're still fighting here at this level, and the delta is looking pretty bullish at this point in time. So I was thinking at this point that I was surely going to get stopped out. But after approximately 5 minutes, we see the reaction from the level and the move lower.
Order placed.
At this point, I want to target the normal view up, the session view up. But I just closed the trade for a win. Thanks for watching. See you next time.